Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Advaita Acharya ki jai. Toute gloire de vos assemblées, toute gloire à Shri Guru, Shri Gauranga, Srila Prabhupada. Merci beaucoup de me donner cette opportunité de parler sur Advaita Acharya. Donnez-moi votre miséricorde que je puisse dire quelque chose qui soit utile dans notre service de dévotion. J'ai besoin de beaucoup de miséricorde pour pouvoir parler de Vishnu Tattva comme Advaita Acharya. Oui. En anglais?
Okay.
So we speak in English. No problem.
It's okay. You understand French? No, but it's okay. Let's listen. It's okay.
Better in English? So we need the Chaitanya Chaitamrita in English.
You have it in French?
Yes.
Which canto? Or which?
First, Adi Lila, first part, and chapter 6. Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya Jai Nityananda
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda
Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda We read from Chaitanya Chaitamrita, Adilila, chapter 6, the glories of Sri Advaita Acharya, and chapter verse 12. Bhagavad Gita? You can read Bhagavad Gita also.
C'est ce qui est
Okay.
Adilila.
Adilila, yes. So in Panchatattva there is 3 Vishnu Tattva who are Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu and Advaita Acharya. So Advaita Acharya is Vishnu Tattva and he is Mahavishnu. It's a combination of Mahavishnu and Sadashiva. Jai Shri Shri Nitai Sasita Ki Jai Shri Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Ki Jai Shri Shri Radha Parishivara Ki Jai. C'est sur l'écran.
C'est quel verset?
C'est 12.
12. Ok.
Bon.
Ouais.
Jagat Mangala Advaita Mangala Gunadama.
Jagat Mangala Advaita Mangala Gunadama.
Mangala Charita Sada Mangala Yanra Namaha.
Mangala Charitra Sada Mangala Yamradama.
Jagat Mangala Advaita Mangala Gunadama.
Jagat Mangala Advaita Mangala Gunadama.
Mangala Charita Sada Mangala Yanra Namaha.
Mangala Charitra Sada Mangala Yamradama. Jagat Mangala Advaita Mangala Gunadama.
Jagat Mangala Advaita Mangala Gunadama.
Mangala Charitra Sada Mangala Yamranama.
Mangala Charita Sada Mangala Yanranama.
Jagat Mangala Advaita Mangala Gunadama.
Jagat Mangala Advaita Mangala Gunadama.
Mangala Charitra Sada Mangala Chandranama.
Mangala Charitra Sada Mangala Yamranama.
Mataji, you want to chant the verse?
Trop petit?
No? You would like to?
Oh pardon, je peux zoomer.
Jagat Mangala Advaita Mangala Gunadam.
Jagat Mangala Advaita Mangala Gunadama.
Mangala Charita Sada Mangala Yanam.
Mangala Charitra Sada Mangala Yamranama.
So translation. Jagat Mangala,
Jagat Mangala,
all auspicious for the world.
all auspicious for the world.
Advaita,
Advaita.
Advaita Acarya,
Advaita Acharya.
Mangala Gunadama,
Mangala Gunadama,
the reservoir of all auspicious attributes.
the reservoir of all auspicious attributes.
Mangala Charita,
Mangala Charitra,
all characteristics are auspicious.
all characteristics are auspicious.
Sada,
Sada,
Sada.
always.
always.
Mangala,
Mangala,
auspicious.
auspicious.
Yanra Nama,
Yamranama,
whose name.
whose name.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Jai.
Being a reservoir of all auspicious attributes, Sri Advaita Acharya is all auspicious for the world. His characteristic activities and name are always auspicious. Purport. Sri Advaita Prabhu, who is an incarnation of Mahavishnu, is an Acharya or teacher. All his activities and all the other activities of Vishnu are auspicious. Anyone who can view the all auspiciousness in the pastime of Lord Vishnu also become auspicious simultaneously. Therefore, since Lord Vishnu is the fountainhead of auspiciousness, anyone who is attracted by the devotional service of Lord Vishnu can render the greatest service to human society. Rejected persons of the material world who refuse to understand pure devotional service as the eternal function of the living entities and as actual liberation of the living being from conditioned life, become bereft of all devotional service because of their poor fund of knowledge. In the teaching of Advaita Prabhu, there is no question of fruitive activities or impersonal liberation. Bewildered by the spell of material energy, however, persons who could not understand that Advaita Prabhu is non-different from Vishnu wanted to follow him with their impersonal conception. The attempt of Advaita Prabhu to punish them is also auspicious. Lord Vishnu and his activities can bestow all good fortune directly and indirectly. In other words, being favored by Lord Vishnu and being punished by Lord Vishnu are one and the same, because all the activities of Vishnu are absolute. According to some, Mangala was another name of Advaita Prabhu. As a causal incarnation of or Lord Vishnu incarnation for a particular occasion, he is supply agent or ingredient in material nature. However, he is never to be considered material. All his activities are spiritual. Anyone who hear about and glorify him become glorified himself. For such activities free one from all kinds of misfortune. One should not invest any material contamination or impersonalism in the Vishnu form. Everyone should try to understand the real identity of Lord Vishnu, for by such knowledge one can attain the highest stage of perfection. Om Gyanathinandasya Gyananjala Shalakaya Chakshurmitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Mano Vishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavansha Shri Rupam Sakrajatam Sagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sadivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Palitana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakadvitam Cha E Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gorangi Yade Vrindavaneshwari Dishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vansha Kalpataru Vyacha Kripa Sindhu Vyahevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Sarasvati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashkatya Deshatarine Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So Advaita Acharya. So his name is composed of two words, and these two words have a lot of significance in his name. So Advaita, because he is one with the Lord, he is the Lord himself. So Advaita means one, non-different, non-dual. So he is Advaita because he is Mahavishnu. And he is Acharya because he teaches all the world how to practice devotional service. And this is by his mercy that Lord Chaitanya come actually to this world. So the main pastime with Advaita Acharya, and we will see some other pastime, but this is calling Lord Chaitanya to come to this world. And we see in all the pastime, when the demons are very strong and give trouble to the demigod go to Brahma and ask Brahma, please, can you do something? And Brahma go to the ocean of milk and is calling Vishnu. So we have the same situation. He is Mahavishnu, so he is there on the ocean of milk and he is calling the Lord to come to this material world. So this is why he has this position of Mahavishnu. He is Mahavishnu himself because he bring Lord Chaitanya to this world. He is calling Lord Chaitanya to this world. And one of his very closest friend actually is Haridas Thakur. And guess who is Haridas Thakur? He is Brahmaji. So yeah, I heard the class yesterday of Radhanath Swami. This is because of the loud calling of Haridas Thakur, loud chanting of Mahamantra, and the calling of Advaita Acharya that Lord Chaitanya is coming. So same situation, we have Brahma and Mahavishnu, they are bringing the Lord to this material world. So we all heard this pastime with Advaita Acharya, seeing the material world so degraded and wanted to call the Lord to come to this world. He saw that we should worship Lord Vishnu by offering Tulasi Manjari to the Lord, and by this we obtain all our desire. And he started to worship the incarnation of the Lord in the form of Shalagam Shila, and worshipping him by offering Tulasi Manjari and Ganges water. And this is how he called Lord Chaitanya to come to this world. And by loudly chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I don't think it's enough loud that the Lord can come.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
So he was calling the Lord like this and offering Tulasi Manjari and offering Ganges water. So now you know, if you have a desire to serve the Lord in a way, you can start to worship the Lord in this way, and the Lord will fulfill your desire to serve him. So this is actually Vedic injunction, so it's not a speculation. So he was calling like this. So he came before Lord Chaitanya. He was older than Lord Chaitanya. And actually he was a disciple of Madhavendra Puri. And Lord Chaitanya was disciple of Ishvara Puri. So he was considering Advaita Acharya as his spiritual master, because same generation as his spiritual master. So he was calling Lord Chaitanya loudly, and by this call, Lord Chaitanya agreed to come, because the Lord come for pleasing his devotee. Paritranaya sadhunam vinachaya sadhushrita dharma samstapanataya sambhavami yoge yoge. So he come for pleasing his devotee and killing the demon and reestablishing the principle of religion. And actually Advaita Acharya wanted to reestablish love of God and the practice how to develop love of God here in this matter world. So this is why he called Lord Chaitanya. So after that, we know this pastime where Advaita Acharya wanted to worship the Lord, and he was really disturbed by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu worshipping him as his spiritual master, because of the same age, same generation than Ishvara Puri. So he teaches also the principle of etiquette, and to Lord Chaitanya always worship him as his spiritual master because of same generation. But Advaita Acharya wanted to serve the Lord, didn't want to be served by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he started to make a plan to make Lord Chaitanya becoming his master and not his servitor. And he started to preach a Mayavadic philosophy to make the Lord very angry. and to beat him. And like this, in this way, he will think, okay, the Lord is superior than me. So there is all this pastime is, he know that Lord Chaitanya don't like this Mayavadic philosophy. So he started to invite all the Brahmana and started to go to some discourse on Mayavadic philosophy and started to cultivate this knowledge of Mayavadic philosophy, Sankaracharya. And by doing it, he success. The Lord became really angry and he started to beat him. And one time we did this drama for one festival, I think was for Lord Chaitanya. And I was playing the role of Advaita Acharya. he was playing Lord Chaitanya. And we started to play this and I was preaching Mayavadic philosophy and Levatinandan came in the form of Lord Chaitanya and beat me. And Maharaj was in the public and he was so afraid that Levatinandan would pain because he was beating me too strong. He was very afraid. So this pastime is very funny. He shows us that we don't want to be the master of the Lord, we want to be the servant of the Lord. We never want to be the master. And if the Lord starts to consider us like the master, we have to find a solution. But not good to play like this. Don't try to be the Mayavadi. Just to make we are already a little bit Mayavadi. So we don't have to try to do it. We already have this anartha in our heart. So in this pastime, he is showing us that the best position is to be the servant of the Lord. And Advaita Acharya, he have a really special position of his older age. So it's very special. There is another pastime also where Lord Advaita Acharya is testing to see if Ishvarapuri is the spiritual master of the Lord. So he was, before Lord Chaitanya come, he was often meeting all the devotee in his house, and all the devotee was coming to his house. Even the brother of Lord Chaitanya, Vishwambar, was coming to see the Lord and discuss Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam in the house of Advaita Acharya. It's in Shantipur, if I'm not mistaken. And one time, so they was discussing Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita, and Advaita was doing the puja to his Shalagam Shila. And Ishvarapuri came to the house of Advaita Acharya. And Advaita Acharya wanted to test to see if Ishvarapuri was really the spiritual master of Lord Chaitanya. So he started to recite some verse of Srimad Bhagavatam from the 10th canto, glorifying Krishna and glorifying the beauty of Krishna. I don't know the verse. And when Ishvarapuri heard this verse, he became mad of love for Krishna. And after that, he knew that Ishvarapuri would be the spiritual master of Lord Chaitanya. And also after that, Gadadhar Pandit started to study with Ishvarapuri and accepting him as spiritual master. So this is a position. Lord Chaitanya is even testing the spiritual master of Lord Chaitanya. This is his very special position, to be older than Lord Chaitanya. And Lord Chaitanya was very much Advaita Acharya. And one time there is another pastime of Lord Advaita who is very famous, is he's showing his position as an Acharya again, and every year he was offering the Shraddha ceremony. He was doing the Shraddha ceremony for his parents, ancestors, and usually, so he was meeting in this place where there is so many brahmana to do the Shraddha ceremony, and usually the remnants of offering that we offer to Lord Vishnu is offered to the best of the brahmana, and to show that in this age of Kali, this is not by the birth, this is not, you are not brahmana by birth. He offers the prashadam after offering to Vishnu. He offered to Haridas Thakur, who is considered like a mlecha and yavana according to caste, according to birth, and he did this to show that it's not by birth that we are brahmana, but this is by equality. And after that, Haridas Thakur was really disturbed because he was very humble and very meek, so he was feeling bad actually that Advaita Acharya offered him the prashadam, the offering after the Shraddha ceremony. And he said, why you offer to me? This you should offer to the best of the brahmana, not to me. And Advaita Acharya answered to him, by feeding you, it's like if I'm feeding 10 million of brahmana. So this is the other verse I wanted to read. If you want to put on the verse.
What is it?
It's in the Antya Lila.
Okay.
It's the chapter 3, Les gloires de Srila Haridas Thakur. It's verse 222. So he says, Tumi kaidehaya koti brahmana bhojana, itabari shradapatra kailala bhojana. So he answered to Haridas Thakur when he is saying, no, you should not offer to me, you should offer to the best of the brahmana. So Advaita Acharya answered, so I have in French, I will translate. By feeding you, it's like feeding million of brahmana. This is 10 million of brahmana.
No.
Okay, should be easy. Feeding you is equal to feeding 10 million of brahmana, Advaita Acharya said. Therefore accept this Shraddha Patra. Thus Advaita Acharya made him eat. So this is another pastime of Advaita Acharya, who is taking the position of Acharya to show in this age of Kali how we are not brahmana by birth, but we are brahmana by quality, and Haridas Thakur is the best of the brahmana, we can say. So Srila Prabhupada in the purport says, Shraddha is prashadam offered to the forefather at a certain date of the year of month. The Shraddha Patra or plate offered to the forefather is then offered to the best of the brahmana in society. Instead of offering the Shraddha Patra to any other brahmana, Advaita Acharya offered it to Haridas Thakur, considering him greater than any of the foremost brahmana. This act by Sri Advaita Acharya proved that Haridas Thakur was always situated in a transcendental position and was therefore always greater than even the most exalted brahmana, for he was situated above the mode of goodness of the material world. Referring to the Bhakti Sandarbha, so the brahmana is supposed to be in goodness, and Prabhupada explained that Haridas Thakur was even more than goodness. He was always in the transcendental position. So Shuddha Sattva. So the Brahmana is supposed to be in Sattva. Prabhupada explained that Haridas Thakur is in Shuddha Sattva, always transcendental position. Referring to Bhakti Sandarbha, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur quotes the following statement from the Garuda Purana in the connection. A Brahmana qualified to offer sacrifice is better than an ordinary Brahmana. And better than such a Brahmana is one who has studied all the Vedic scripture. Among many such Brahmana, one who is a devotee of Lord Vishnu is the best. And among many such Vaishnava, one who fully engaged in the service of the Lord is the best. There are many different kinds of devotee, but even a Vaishnava coming from a family of Mlecha or Yavana is understood to be a learned scholar, complete in knowledge, if he knows the Vaishnava philosophy. He should therefore be given charity, for such a Vaishnava is as worshipable as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Lord Krishna says, even if a non-devotee comes from a Brahmana family and is expert in studying the Veda, he is not very dear to me. Where even if a sincere devotee comes from a low family or of meat eater, he is very dear to me. Such a sincere pure devotee should be given charity, for he is worshipable as I. So this is one of the pastime of Advaita Acharya, really strong to teach in this world, in this Kali Yoga, that we should not try to be a Brahmana, or we should be fully engaged in devotional service. And this by being fully engaged in devotional service, as Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, we become transcendental to the mode of nature. So this is more important to be fully engaged in service than to be the best of the Brahmana, following all the rules and thinking, I am the best of the Brahmana, I should receive the Shraddha, the offering. So Haridas Thakur was the best because he was always engaged in devotional service, and he was thinking, I'm not qualified to receive the Shraddha. I'm not qualified next to all this Brahmana. So he is teaching us this humility, like Lord Chaitanya said, Trinadapi Saishnena Taro Lapi Saishnena Amanena Manadena Kirtanya Sadahari. And Haridas Thakur is the best example of Kirtanya Sadahari, always chanting the holy name of the Lord. So he was Trinadapi Saishnena Taro Lapi Saishnena. He was humble like a grass and tolerant like a tree. For us, we have to take from this Acharya, and we should learn to be humble and always try to chant, to be always engaged in the service of the Lord. And by this, we will become better than any of the Brahmana. There is a pastime during Prabhupada time. I don't remember the name of the disciple of Prabhupada. It was in Vrindavan, and one of the disciples of Prabhupada went to the temple of Radharaman, I think. And in this temple, he went to see how to worship the deities. And the Brahmana said, in this life you cannot worship you are not qualified, you are not a Brahmana, you cannot worship the deities. And the disciple came back to Prabhupada and said this. And this Brahmana in the Radharaman temple said, in the next birth, you can be a Brahmana and worship the deities. So the disciple came back to Prabhupada and said what happened. And Prabhupada said to this disciple, now you go to the Brahmana and you said in the next birth, he can take birth in the États-Unis or New York and worship Lord Chaitanya by preaching and engaging in Sankirtan Yagya. So this is show that this is not to be a good Brahmana, worship deities who will make us perfect, but the perfection will be attained by worshipping Panchatattva and Lord Chaitanya by practicing Sankirtan Yagya. And if we are Brahmana but we not practice this Sankirtan Yagya, we are fallen actually. This is a process. Sankirtan Yagya, Yagya Sankirtan Acarya Yajanti Sumeda. This statement of Srimad Bhagavatam. So this is the little that I know on Advaita Acarya that I could say. Maybe we can have some discussion or question, comments if you want. Yes, please.
You can always say that Advaita is an incarnation of Sadashiva as well. So somewhere I think I've read along the line that this Sadashiva is not Lord Shiva but a Vishnu Tattva. So
Sorry.
you normally say that Advaita is the incarnation of Mahavishnu and Sadashiva. So we normally say Mahavishnu mainly. So where does the Sadashiva portion come of Advaita Acharya? I've read somewhere, I'm not sure how where I read, but it did suggest that the Sadashiva is not Lord Shiva itself, but is Vishnu Tattva Sadashiva from Vaikuntha.
Sadashiva is the form of Shiva in Goloka Vrindavan, actually. And yesterday I asked to my professor of Bhakti Vaibhav, Advaita Krishna. So and because it is said in the Chaitanya Charitamrita that is material, there is the efficient cause and material cause for the creation, and it is said that it is a material cause. And when I ask him why is a material cause, if Mahavishnu is efficient cause, is not material cause, he said me because there is a portion of Shiva, and Shiva we know that is Vishnu when he come in contact with the material world and Parvati, the husband of Parvati. So this is his answer. So the connection between the two is because he is Mahavishnu, because he's calling the Lord to come, and he's coming in contact with the Lord is the material cause. He is coming in contact with the material world, so he is Sadashiva. Yeah, this is what I understood from his answer. Maybe you have more explanation.
He has a planet called Shiva Dham. This is mentioned in Brahma Samhita. All the explanation about Shiva Tattva is mentioned by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Mahesh Dham. Mahesh Dham. And in this Dham, there is the lower part, which is material, and the superior part, which is spiritual. In the lower part, which is material, there is an expansion of Shiva, of Sadashiva. In the spiritual part, there is Sadashiva. This one is eternal.
Okay.
The other one is expanding or retracting according to the breath of Mahavishnu.
So he is the eternal Sadashiva.
He is considered to be time personified because he's the glance of Vishnu, which is the time factor, the activating factor. That's why he's called the material cause, because he's the element of time which put the gunas into action.
Okay.
And he's also considered the glance of Mahavishnu. This is by his glance that Sadashiva is manifested to impregnate the Mahatattva, the Pradhan. His Dham is described in Brihad Bhagavatamrita. There Sadashiva is mentioned it's mentioned also in the Chaitanya Charitamrita that he is going in the Brahman and chanting the glories of Lord Vishnu
In the Brahman.
in the Brahman,
Okay.
with all his associates. Like this, all the souls that are in the Brahman can hear the glories of Lord Vishnu.
Okay.
That's effective preaching.
Is a Acharya preacher. Thank you. Merci.
There is a name in the Chaitanya Bhagavat of Advaita Acharya. It's called Nada.
Okay.
You never heard about it?
No, I saw other name, but
No,
Nada.
you heard. Yes, it's his nickname. So it's called Nada. And
Okay.
it's a nickname given by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to Advaita Acharya
Okay.
because when he descended, he was so happy to meet Advaita Acharya, and he embraced him. He said, "It's by your loud calling that I descended, not by anyone else.
Mm.
You know, you are the compassion personified on all the conditioned souls, and because you call so loudly from the earth that it piercing all the covering to attain and disturb my sleep in Goloka Vrindavan, then I had to descend. So because you were calling so loudly, I will call you Nada, the one who scream loudly."
This means that, okay.
Nice.
And it's called also Advaita Sinha.
There's different name, yeah.
Yes.
Kamalaksha also,
Mm.
and Mangala also.
Mangalas.
There's another name.
I knew a friend who was the guru of Srivas Pandit, Madhavendra Puri. Advaita Acharya is Madhavendra Puri.
Mhm.
Lord Chaitanya is Ishvara Puri.
Mhm.
Nityananda, Yadunandan Goswami, Gadadhar. Gadadhar, c'est qui Gadadhar? Pundarika Nidhi, ouais, c'est ça. Et Ishvara Puri, j'ai cherché, j'ai pas trouvé.
Shivas Pandit.
Srivas Pandit. J'ai cherché, j'ai pas trouvé que c'est le groupe de Srivas Pandit, je l'ai trouvé nulle part. Peut-être Madhavendra Puri, parce qu'il est arrivé avant Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Srivas Pandit.
Mhm.
À l'époque de la Advaita, Acharya.
Il est de la même génération
Ouais, c'est ça.
qu'Advaita.
Ouais, mais c'est mentionné nulle part. Je sais pas.
Je sais pas non plus. Il faut chercher.
Ouais, j'ai cherché, j'ai pas trouvé. Enfin,
There's also many pastimes with Advaita Acharya where he plays with Nityananda or even Lord Chaitanya. He has a playful humor, if you can say. And he was, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was hiding the truth about him,
Mm.
one day he danced in ecstasy and he fainted. And at that time it was not known to anyone that he was in the incarnation of Lord Krishna. So Advaita Acharya says, I'm the one who will reveal his glories because he's acting like a thief. He pretends to worship the Lord, but he is the Lord. So I will now reveal his secret. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was unconscious because of his ecstasy, then he took his feet, put his head on his feet, and he recited Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmanya Jagatita Krishna Govindaya Namah, and he repeated that verse. So all the audience will understand who is Lord Chaitanya.
Oh.
And when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu woke up, Advaita did as if he had done nothing. So and Lord Chaitanya was thinking, I think someone took the dust off my feet. I don't know who. Yeah, and with Nityananda I would often play. As you know, Nityananda would throw rice on him. And Advaita Chandra would say, Salam of Nityananda. And Advaita was saying, you are a false renunciant. You just come to hit in the house of people and pretending you are renunciant. You just have the garb. You are a madman. Nobody knows where do you come from. Nobody knows your caste. Nobody knows what you will do after. And Nityananda will say, you only served me 4 kilos of rice. That's all I can have. I will never come to your house again to be treated so badly. And they will fight like this.
Yeah, nice pastime.
Yeah.
Playing between them. I have also a little pastime. So Maharaj gave me his Shalagram Shila to worship Konmadev, and I was worshipping him, but he didn't give me so much detail how to worship him. And one day I saw that when he was worshipping his deities of Giriraj, he was offering tulasi. So I started to worship Konmadev with tulasi and Ganges water, like Advaita Acharya. And actually, sometime like few months later, Rasananda brought back deities of Gora Nitai in, and I started to worship. So Shalagam Shila with Gora Nitai. So if you worship Shalagam Shila by offering tulasi leaves and water, you have Lord Chaitanya coming to your house.
That's a good one.
At the beginning I was, I wanted just a sample worship. And I was thinking he will take with him after Vasananda, but he let the deities of Gauranitai. They don't want to go now. So Lord Chaitanya is really fun of this worship of Shagam Shila with Tulasi and Ganges water. Yes.
Another question I have about this verse that we got up over the TV says the Shada Prashadam that was offered by Advaita Acharya. How are we meant to understand this point? Because we always taught that, as devotees of Krishna, we already have paid our debts to the forefathers, the demigods, the rishis, the munis. These debts are already paid off. So we don't have to do these Shraddha pujas or the demigod pujas or anything. But yeah, Advaita Acharya himself is performing the Shraddha puja for his ancestors. How are we meant to take this? Because we, as we said, all our debts are already paid by being devotees of Krishna.
I would say that this is what my understanding, but Advaita Acharya follows the etiquette because he is living in a place where there is many brahmana and there is a certain etiquette how to live, and he's just doing it not because he wants to have the benefit of doing this Shraddha ceremony, but to be accepted also by the public around him. Maybe you
Time, place, and circumstance, as Srila Prabhupada says, I guess.
I guess also if you come from a good dynasty, then your forefathers are big devotees. So to honor them by Shraddha ceremony is not different from honoring
pure
great
devotee.
devotees. And Advaita Acharya is coming from impressive sampradaya.
Yeah, it's true. His parents once Vaishnava. So yeah, to worship the forefather, if they are pure devotee, it's not like making Shraddha ceremony for attachment to the family member or to get something back.
read in the Advaita book, Sri Chaitanya tells the three best qualities of the Vaishnavas.
Advaita say?
No, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Okay.
He says the three best qualities of the Vaishnavas.
Okay.
Compassion, humility, and gratitude.
Okay.
You don't know. Nice.
Mm.
Compassion, humility, gratitude.
Gratitude to the Vaishnava, to Lord Chaitanya, to Advaita, Acharya. You say. Thank you. Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Advaita Acharya ki
Jai.
Gaura Premanandi
People, His Grace Dayal Nitai Prabhu ki.